All right, so now that we understand the concept of energy, we gotta actually start with the arm bars. There's two grips, main grips. I'll show you many different variations, but I wanna make sure you understand the two main grips. And we call them armbar number 1 and 2. You can call them whatever you want. So here's how it happens. I'm gonna stand side by side. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the wrist, but he's resting on my thumb. So I have my 4 fingers like this. We call it C grip in sign language. It's called C. So we do a C grip, stomach towards you. I put my hand with my wrist bone, open fingers. So I step forward to a front stance, turn it to a back stance. Back nice and straight. Remember, he should go down, not me. So big no-no would be don't bend over. Okay? We call this armbar number 1. So come on this side, please. Jeffrey, there you go. So reach over with your left hand, do a C grip, right? A little bit lower, and you want to be right there. So you want to be able to manipulate the wrist. Keep it on your belt. There you go. Open your fingers. Okay, from the back with your wrist bone. So notice the wrist bone, not the choppy part of the forearm. This bone that's already sticking out, right? So here's the law of the armbar. Whichever hand pushes, that foot steps forward, right? Because we need pushing power. So step right foot forward. There you go. And take him down a little bit. Good. Go back. Now stay there. Ready position. I want him to do it. Ready? So reach over. C grip. Bring it to your stomach. Open fingers. Step left foot forward. And there you go. That's it. So we call this armbar number 1. All right? And we refer to it with a specific finish. So I want to show you that finish really quick so you can do it. Come over here. So watch. And I'll tell you why, because that way, for sake of teaching, you can say, oh, armbar number 1's finished this way, 2 this way. But you're not limited by that. So if I do armbar number 1 and I take him down, flat. Okay, go on your stomach, please. There you go. So I want to make sure I'm on top. My right knee drops on the shoulder, back nice and straight, and my head, my shoulder, my hip, my knee are aligned. Press till he taps the ground. There you go. And come back up. Notice I didn't bend over at all, right, when I take him down. So stand side by side, please. Okay, you're going to do it, please. Reach over. Bring it to your stomach. Open fingers on top. Wrist bone, step forward. Take him down gently. When he goes down all the way flat, put your right knee on here, on the shoulder. Okay, look back straight. Sit up. There you go. Head up a little even more, right there, and you push straight down on the knee. That's it. He taps. Come back. All right. So we call that armbar number 1 with a specific finish. Now watch. We're gonna do armbar number 2 now. Notice this time we call this offensive armbar also. I'm gonna reach over, grab the wrist. Okay. With my pinky under, bring it to my chest, but still the same armbar. The only difference is this hand. Big no-no is don't have holes in your grips. Make sure your palm is sticking to it. Right? So from here, ready position? So I can same thing from here. I want to quickly introduce you to a concept, an attribute we call blanketing, which means if I want to grab his wrist, I don't reach for the wrist. I go for the shoulder. And what happens if I go for his wrist and he pulls his wrist back, I don't get it. But if I start from the shoulder, he pulls his wrist back, I end up with it. We call that blanketing. So you blanket the arm, bring it up to your chest, same hand, same foot forward. Notice the finish of this one is a little bit different. Is that I sit, okay, so how much from here like this, palm is facing out. From here, both palms are up, and I pull gently and push with my shoulder forward. Okay? This is a form of a pain compliance. Okay, so we call this armbar number 2 with a specific finish. So let's try it, face each other. So you're gonna reach over, blanket, bring it up to the chest, and open fingers. And since this is your left hand pushing, which foot should go forward?
Left.
Exactly, left foot forward. That's it, go back. Now we do the other side. Blanket, reach over, bring it to your chest, open your fingers, right foot forward, and back straight. There you go. Come back. Okay, since you're right, you do it, please. So reach over, blanket, go back, step in. There you go. Go back. Reach over. Good. Go back. Open your fingers. Good. So he just did something that you want to make sure you're aware of. Remember 2 ways to build a statue, or actually 2 ways to gain speed if you want to look at it that way. One, you literally work on your speed. Second, you get away or take away from stuff that's not needed. Exaggeration is one of them. My blanketing, this motion is a huge move, right? Versus blanketing could be as easy as straightforward. You don't need that big of a motion unless you're doing something with it. So this is armbar number 1 and armbar number 2, 2 different grips. Remember, first one is this way to my stomach, second one is to my chest. Okay, so make sure you get these 2 before we go over all the other versions.